Hi everyone, my name is Michelle and this is going to be a quick video on making crochet bookmarks. I'm going to show you some that have inspired me today. This is made using a peacock feather crochet pattern, and then you've just added like a set of chains and then single crochet back that would go inside the book. Here is another one made with simple chain stitch and single crochet as well. It's a little looped flower, and then the part that would go in the book. So the little flower would stick out of the top of your book. Here's one that has a little more detailed heart that has double crochets, treble crochets, and half double crochets and single crochets as well. And then a chain stitch. And this is a little fancier one. So you've chained them down, and then you would chain 4 and attach to the 4th chain from hook, chain 4, attach to the 4th chain from hook to create like a chain pattern for the bookmark. And I guess you'd probably be able to attach like little charms or whatever on there if you wished. Here's one more. This one is a type of fall flower. Has like little leaves or seed pods kind of down here. Comes down and has like a little kind of heart-shaped little bit at the bottom. So these are all patterns that you can find online at online sources, but we thought we'd make one that's a little simpler for beginners. It also forms like a book strap. You could technically carry your book from it, but it will just go like in between. Let's see if I can find it. Right here it is, in between the pages of the book. It's just like a simple loop. Let me take it out here. So you can see it's a simple loop. It's in CDPL colors. And we're going to have kits for these available while supplies last at the reference desk. It's a pretty simple project. And you'll see they'll just slide in to like wherever your place is at in the book. So like here's your place. You can just slide it over the cover, slide it over the page. We'll mark your space and you can easily see where you're at. And you can also carry the book by this handle. So we will have, each kit will come with an instruction sheet. It's just one page, it's very simple. There's going to be some photos along the side. The kits will also come with 2 miniature balls of yarn. And again, this is going to be why supplies last. We're a little short on the navy yarn, so your kit may have this multicolor in it, or this multicolor in it, to go with the yellow. You will need to supply your own hook. Hook size really isn't necessary, as this is not going to be an item that's going to fit a particular person. So just about any crochet hook would be able to work. This, however, is a size G or 4.0 millimeter hook. And we are going to begin with step 1, make a slip knot and chain 90 stitches. So I'm going to take the blue, or it would be the larger ball of color in your kit, and we're going to make a slip knot however you prefer to make a slip knot. There are lots of different ways. I like to hold the tail in my hand, wrap the yarn over my first 2 fingers, make an X, and you'll see when I flip my fingers over, then I can take the hook, insert it underneath this one, grab the yarn on the far side, pull it up, slide my fingers out, and it will form a slip knot that then I can place on my hook and tighten it up, and see it'll slide easily on your hook. And then now you're just going to take the yarn from the ball, and we're going to chain 90 stitches. So that means you just grab the yarn and pull it through the loop, grab the yarn with the hook, pull it through the loop. We're going to do that 90 times. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm sure you don't want to listen to me count all of these. So I'm going to pause the video and we'll come back when I have my 90 stitches on here. I've got the chain made right here. So in case you are using a slightly different sized crochet hook than the size G 4.0 that I have here, your chain might be a different length. Basically, the chain is just going to be approximately 20 inches long. So you don't have to do the full 90 stitches, or if you're using a bigger crochet hook, you know, you might need fewer stitches to get to the 20 inches, but that just gives you a roundabout idea. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the second chain from the hook right here, and we're going to do a single crochet in that chain. And we're going to do that in each one. In a single crochet, in case you didn't see that, you're going to go into the stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through the stitch, grab the yarn again, pull it through both loops. One more time, go through the stitch, grab the yarn again, pull it through both loops. Through the stitch, hook the yarn, pull it through, grab more yarn, pull it through again. And you'll see it's going to form like this, one single crochet stitch high, a row in your chain. And we're going to do this in each of the stitches all the way down to the end. Okay, grab the yarn, pull it through, grab the yarn, pull it through both. So once you get to the end, let me pull my instruction sheet over here. We are on step 2, single crochet into the second chain from hook, then single crochet into each chain to the end, cut yarn and pull through last stitch, turn the work. So while I work on single crocheting each one of these, I'm going to cut off the video, and then we'll come back once I have worked all of these and show you what it looks like. We're back, and I've got almost all of the single crochets done along the chain. Just got a few more to go. So we're going to complete this and then move on to the next step. Okay. So now the instructions say once you've completed, we're going to cut the yarn and pull through the last stitch. I only have a little bit left of the yarn, so I'm just going to pull it all through for now, and we'll cut it after I weave it in. So now we're going to turn the work, and we're going to join the next color, which in this case is going to be the yellow. I'm going to start with making another slip knot. Make sure I have that sized correctly. Make sure it moves easily on this hook. We're going to go into that first single crochet, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through, and then do that in each of these single crochet stitches all down the length of the bookmark. Whoops, I'm doing double crochet, aren't I? Let me back that up. See, this is what happens when you get to go on autopilot. So we go in, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through both. Go through the stitch. You can tell I'm working on another project that's mostly double crochet right now. So I'm just going to do this single crochet in each stitch down the row. Oop. Go in, pull through the yarn over, pull through both loops. So now I'm going to cut off the video while I continue working this all the way through to the end. We are on step 3 currently. Join new color of yarn, chain 1, then single crochet in each single crochet of previous row, cut yarn, pull through last stitch. So while I continue working on this, we're going to take a break, and then I'll join you again here in a moment. Okay, we're back. You can see I have been working on the single crochets all down the length of the bookmark. I've just got like the last few to do here. So we're going to do those last 4 or so. Okay, I'm going to add one right here in this little bump on the edge. Okay. Whoop. Okay. And then we're going to pull the last bit of yarn through, tighten it off. You'll see here is the completed bookmarks. Tails are not woven in yet. We're ready for the last step, step 4, where we join the ends of the crochet strip, being careful not to twist it, and sew the ends together, weave in the yarn ends, and then the bookmark can be slipped over the covers of the book to mark your place, like I showed you in the beginning. So we're going to use a yarn needle. This is also not included in your kit, but if you have one of these, it's got a nice big eye on it. If you don't have one, you can always try to use like a regular embroidery needle, or you can use your crochet hook to kind of weave in and weave in the ends into each end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread this first one on. I'm going to make sure that I don't twist the bookmark. I'm going to flatten it out, make sure we've got, so I'm going to bring this end up to this end, and I'm going to join them. Okay. Oops. This goes to the upper side of the blue. And then I'm going to make sure, double check it again to be sure that I don't have it twisted, and it looks like I might have it twisted. So this is probably the trickiest part of the whole thing, because as you can see, the whole bookmark wants to spiral. So you can always get out an iron and iron it if you wish. But there we go. I should have it. And I'm going to make sure to take this to this, pull it through. I'm going to take this longer piece. I'm going to snip it off a little shorter. I'm going to grab that down here at the bottom. Okay. Sew that up neatly. Okay. So now I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to tie just like a little knot there. And then now I'm going to weave these 2 navy ends in, and then we will sew together the yellow. So we're going to weave in these ends on each side of where we sewed it together, going up and down through the stitches. And that's one. And now we'll get the other side. When you have a shorter tail, you can weave the needle through a few stitches and then insert the shorter tail and pull it right on through, right like that. Snip your end close, give it a little stretch, and then now we're going to do the same thing for the yellow. Okay, give the band a little stretch and complete.